Hey there, Krista here from Mortgage Simple. Thank you so much for watching Krista's Mortgage Minute. And it isn't very often that I get to come to you with good news. But today's Krista's Mortgage Minute is great news because Canada had great job numbers. And we've been just in this struggle for all this time. And now we finally have some good numbers, and I'm excited to share them with you. So Canada added 75,000 jobs, which is fantastic. And they actually arrived in the right areas. So as you and I know, when you have a job, you get a paycheck and then you spend money. And this is great and what we want to see within Canada to promote consumer confidence. So here's the cool part about the jobs report. 58,000 of those jobs came from the private sector. And we also saw an increase of self-employed individuals. Those are two huge indicators of confidence when we see private sector jobs and when we see self-employed jobs. And we've seen a stripping of the government sector jobs. Now, it sucks if you're one of those government sector people who have lost their job, but I think we've all felt that the government has been overspending when it comes to government departments, and it's time to cut things back. And they've definitely been doing that. They've obviously offered a bunch of employment payout packages, so a little bit of pain to reduce the workforce, but the workforce from the government sector is down by over 10,000 jobs. So when private sector businesses start hiring, that's a good sign for the future. And that momentum can be contagious. When businesses feel better, they hire more people earn more money, and then they spend more money. And eventually consumers start feeling better about the economy. So what does this mean for housing? This does not mean that housing is going to skyrocket and go through the roof tomorrow, but it does mean that there is a sense of confidence out there. So for anybody that's been sitting on the fence, kind of unsure of how things are going to go, this may be somewhat of the bottom of consumer confidence, and we're starting to trend upwards again. So we should see a fair amount of momentum coming forward in the housing market, which is a great sign. Now, we still need to watch things like inflation, housing activity, and of course what the Bank of Canada does. So it's not time to start a parade or anything like that, but it certainly is time to feel that the confidence is in the air, and we should start to see more significant movement within the housing market. Within certain sectors of Canada, that's really what we need to see happen, is a little bit more confidence to get things moving again. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.